Hello, welcome back. Alright, you ready for this one? Quick chicken nuggets. I'll write the recipe below as always. Okay, I've got a couple of chicken breast fillets there, and a couple of eggs, a little bit of milk, some plain flour, season oil, garlic powder, paprika and ground black pepper. Now I'm using sweet paprika, but you can use any paprika you want. We're going to need oil for deep frying. I use canola oil, but once again you can use any oil that you've got. First thing we do is grab out a bowl, chuck a couple of eggs in there, a little dash of milk, give it a good mix through, and set that aside. Into a large bowl we want to put 2 cups of plain flour. Now we need the 4 tablespoons of seasonal, 2 teaspoons of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Now I'll just get a fork out and mix it all through really well. Now this coating I also use on my KFC deep fried wedges. I'll put that video at the end if you haven't seen it before, because they are bloody beautiful, and I'll show you on there how you can make them to freeze them as well. Alright, now we're going to cut the chicken up. Now I'll just show you. So if you want to make popcorn chicken or you want to make strips, this is how I do them anyway. So you get, here is your what do you call it, tenderloin. Alright, so if you cut that one off first. Now if I was going to do tenderloins crispy strips, I would use them. So you can cut them off of those and you can freeze them up, and then after a while you have a whole kilo and you'll be able to make them out of that. Or you can actually just buy the tenderloins if you can afford them. I can't normally afford them. But yeah, that's what I do like to do. But if I can't afford to buy them and I still want the long crispy strips, I will just cut the chicken nice and thin and long. Alright. Now if I was going to, so I'll put those 2 aside anyway and cook those 2 up. Now if I was going to do, say, popcorn chicken, alright, I'll do a little bit of it just to show you. So if I can cut that to make it a bit easier, I'll cut that skinny bit off. So with popcorn chicken, all I would do is just cut it up into little popcorn chicken sizes. Alright, so I'll cut a few up and we'll make a few. I'll clean that up in a sec. Okay, so I will just cut them into this size. Alright, there's our popcorn chicken. There's our crispy strips or our fillets or whatever they call them. Now when you're cutting it to make nuggets, the most important thing is you cut them the same thickness. It doesn't matter the shapes or the sizes, as long as they're the same thickness, they'll always cook the same. Okay, so once I've cut them all the same thickness, you then just cut them up into, so I'll leave that one, into the shape and size of nuggets. Then as they start getting too big, like the pieces in the middle that start getting too big, I'll just cut those ones in half. Okay, so the chicken nuggets, just cut that size. Any sort, it doesn't matter. You can make them smaller if you want, but I reckon that's perfect for them. Alrighty, now we've cut our chicken any which way we want it. We've got our egg ready, we've got our flour mix ready. The only thing left to do is get out a couple of plates with some paper towel and tongs and heat up the oil. I'll just show you this here first because my kitchen's so small you won't be able to see me do it while I'm doing them. So what you got to do is you have to coat them as you're putting them in. So you can't coat them all and leave them sitting there because it'll just go yuck. So you've got to actually coat each lot batch while you're doing it, alright? Nice and fresh. So I'll just show you on the bench. So it's just in the mixture, into the flour, good coating on it, tap it around a bit and bang, straight in your deep fryer. When it comes to the chicken nuggets, same thing, put them in, coat them, get as much off as you can, throw them in there, and just do one batch at a time as you're throwing them in. Now you can also do it in a plastic bag. That is often really easy as well to do. I just don't have any here at the minute. Alright, and then just flick them around, grab them, shake them off like you would a sieve. So you got them like that, I hope you can see. And then make sure you do enough of the, you can have it in there for a minute or 2, but you can't leave it on there. So like grab a heap of them, shake them out, have them in the corner when it comes to your popcorn chicken. Alright, find them and grab them and do it. And then grab another batch and do them until you've got enough there for one batch into your deep fryer. And with the same thing, just put it in, coat it. So I'm going to have to do these in different batches because they're all going to cook different. So obviously the popcorn chicken won't take as long, the nuggets won't take as long, and then the tenderloins will take longer. The only way that I can check if they're ready is I just wait until they look that beautiful colour that you expect them to look, and then I'll pull one out and cut it open. There's no other way to be able to tell. But because we cut them all the same thickness, you know that when you cut one open, they're all the same. They're either all not cooked or they're all cooked. Alrighty, once that oil's hot enough, in they go. Now the only rule with doing these is you don't want to overcrowd them. If you put too many in there, it'll cool your oil down, and you don't want to do that. So I usually put, I don't know, about 6. But this is a nice small, I like using these small ones because I always change my oil every time I use it for something. I always put clean oil in, and these only take 2 litres. So you're not wasting heaps and heaps of oil. Yes, it's costing you an extra $5 to cook something, but you're cooking it with clean oil, which is actually way better for you. So I bought this little beauty from Big W online. I think it was around $48. So they've been in there for about 4 minutes, and I cut one open and they're beautiful. So we get them out straight onto a paper towel and keep going. Now in goes our crispy strips, and they'll take a couple of minutes longer. Last but not least, our popcorn chicken. So what I did is threw it all in the egg, then threw it all in the bowl, mixed it around with 2 hands, got the 2 hands, shuffled them all out with 2 hands into a separate bowl. So all the excess is gone already, and we can just drop them in carefully. And these will take roughly the same amount of time, maybe half a minute less than the chicken nuggets. So when it comes to the popcorn chicken, if you've got a basket thing or even a big metal spoon to lower them down with, probably be better. So it would have been smarter to do a couple of sauces first, but you get that. It seems like I've had full-blown migraines. That's why you haven't seen me much for the last couple of weeks, and I just cannot get my shit together. Okay, sweet chili is always yummy. Now I love, which I love using for the wedges and I love using for the nuggets as well, is I'll put some sour cream in there first normally and pour the sweet chili over, and you dip it in both, and oh. Now another way too is we do some tomato sauce. Now however much tomato sauce you put in, you want to put roughly 1/4 of barbecue sauce and mix them together, and yum. Well, there you have it, lovelies, just like that. Quick chicken nuggets. Oh, they're moist and beautiful. You're going to absolutely love that coating. I'm telling you, the kids won't want KFC after this. They'll just eat these all the time, which is so much better. Crispy strips, popcorn chicken. Oh, all you need is a beer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a pearler of a night, and I'll see you soon. Toodles.